So it would have been nice to have some sound on the top of this. There's no non-diegetic sound, which doesn't quite help. This scene goes on for a little too long. But overall, I like the change of perspective and how you guys had the camera right down by the phone. That was kind of a nice shot.
Agency. It's a pleasure talking. I'm looking for a job to do that, and I think you are the man we're looking for.
You must be doing a lot of research to know about me.
We are hoping that you will embark on this mission to recover some lost and confidential files in an abandoned school in Hong Kong. In return, we'll give you $10,000.
I like how you guys cut off his eyes and just showed his mouth. That's very typical of the action genre as far as the agent who's requesting the hit or the action.
We'll be in contact soon.
I like how you guys are giving some kind of time frame. This font could have been a little bit different as far as like a Mission Impossible type font. It's nice that you guys shot this at night so that it's nice and eerie. Ooh, a mystery. You guys need some audio gain here because we can't hear what they're saying. You guys needed some sound effects there because we didn't hear the gun go off. That's a nice shot though, right there, with him looking up, saying, "Who did this?" Finally, we're starting to get some non-diegetic sound, but we needed it earlier on. Whoa, barrel roll. Okay, now we're starting to hear some gunfire, and this is much better. Neat little gunfire effects. I see you guys went into After Effects and tried to pick up some of those. These are good angles. But the continuity of it is a little off because he's running on one side of the street and he's shooting on the other side of the street. The lighting here is actually a really good place for this. You guys chose this well. The over the shoulder is a good angle. But I would like it if you would like switch it up real quick. Shorter clips. That's great. Good job on that one. I appreciate that you guys are continually giving a time frame to when things are happening. You guys have done really well editing this film to get the short clips that are in continuous action. The thing about action genre is that there's always short clips and there's always very intense music. I'm not sure about this music choice as far as him just being followed. You guys need to study up on action films on how the villain actually carries their gun. Very James Bond to be slipping away without anyone noticing. There needs to be some better audio transitions, though, because there's plenty of time where there's no non-diegetic sound, and that kind of makes the diegetic sound feel awkward. Some of the clips are a little bit too long, where there needs to be some quicker changes in between the clips to get different points of angle and keep the motion up. Good fight scene to include, although ew on the boys' bathroom floor. Ugh. See, we still need some music to make it feel like there's something going on still. Obviously a little bit of a J cut there. And this movie is actually getting quite long now that you guys have included so many of these transition shots. I think it's very random that he knew to look for that, because honestly what I was thinking he was doing was trying to find some way to fix his wound, his bullet shot wound that he got in his leg. You guys needed some kind of sound effect there. But I like the low point of view and him looking down at his victim and then taking the file. That's so typical of an action film. And actually this music goes really well with it. Oh, it would have been great if you guys had just zoomed in on his hand and there was blood trickling out and that was the end of it. Ooh, we had a little bit of a sequencing error as far as sequence settings go here. Have to be careful of that. That ending scene, you guys got it, but I wish it was a little bit sooner, where there wasn't the throwing away of the files like it didn't even matter. I'm going to go ahead and take a look back at your journal to see why that creative decision was made. I like your credits. Try and explore a rolling credit if you ever get a chance again, because that'll make it seem a bit more like a movie. You guys really incorporated a lot of elements of action movies into this filming and production, and I'm glad to see that you obviously did quite a lot of pre-production planning, because there were so many different settings and props and characters. You guys had a lot going on in this movie, which re-emphasized the action part of this genre. So I think it was a fantastic representation of action. Good job, guys.